So if you're starting in a mobile course for the first time, there's a few really simple steps that can make that worthwhile. My number one would be to embrace Blackboard to its true potential and have a standard across your program that every professor will adhere to in terms of where things are placed and how it's organized. It is an amazing tool for course management, and it should be your hub. You can obviously add on to it for different courses and different disciplines, but it should be the hub, and the students should know that. They should check their Blackboard announcements every day, just like they check their email or their text messaging. So I really think you need to embrace all that Blackboard has to offer. The little in-class tips that work very well for me is I always start my class with an agenda, which I handwrite on the board. I don't put on a slide. I'm a big believer in combination of old school hand chalk and talk and a combination of course, technology. And on that agenda, I'm very specific. So my agenda will say discussing print advertising 30 minutes. In-class activity or in-class online activity 15 minutes, and then break. And then we might come back and discuss the major installment deliverable, an online activity. It's very important for my students to see that within half an hour they are going to have the opportunity to be connected. That's something that they appreciate and that they're used to, and to get them to not be connected during my discussion and just interact with me took some time to convince them of the value of that. It also took time on my part, so revising my PowerPoint slides to be visual triggers versus words. And one of the comments from the students was, well, sometimes when I'm studying, I forget what the visual trigger means. So I post two sets of slides. I post discussion note slides, which is what we use in the class for that 20-minute, half an hour of real cognitive learning, and then I post full word slides for them to use when they're reviewing for their evaluations and their tests. So the agenda, having the visual cues on your PowerPoint slides, and absolutely utilizing the laptop as a tool in some format every class, I think are some very key strengths, and incorporating and integrating Blackboard. We also start our semester off with a message from our chair. So he comes in and speaks to each of our sections and explains why we are taking this active learning approach, and why at times they will be shut down, their laptops will not be used, and other times they will be. And having that across our sections really created a consistent approach from all the faculty, and the students began to listen and learn that perhaps this will help me better retain some of that new material.